At 7:05 in the evening, July 17, 1981, a walkway collapsed inside a hotel in Kansas City. It took a second walkway down with it, onto a dance floor full of people. 114 people died in seconds. The connection that failed wasn't just a little weak. Investigators later found it could carry roughly 30% of what the law required. The change that caused it looked so minor, nobody bothered to recalculate it. And to this day, the people involved can't agree on how it was ever approved. This is the Hyatt Regency in Kansas City, Missouri. It opened in the summer of 1980, 40 stories tall, and at its center, a soaring atrium lobby, connecting the hotel's guest tower to the block next door. It had already tried to warn everyone once. During construction, part of the roof gave out on its own, a different failure in a different part of the building. But the failure that killed people that night was hiding somewhere much smaller. A single connection, 3 floors up. 3 walkways crossed the atrium, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor. The 2nd and 4th were stacked almost directly on top of each other. On paper, the plan was simple. One long steel rod, running straight down from the ceiling, through the 4th floor walkway, all the way to the 2nd. Each bridge held by its own nut, threaded onto that same continuous rod. But building that was a nightmare. To get a nut onto the middle of a rod that already runs through 2 separate floors of steel, you'd have to thread it the entire length. So the fabricator proposed something simpler. Split it into 2 shorter rods instead. One from the ceiling to the 4th floor. A second, separate rod, from the 4th floor down to the 2nd. It looked like a minor fabrication shortcut. It wasn't. Now the 4th floor connection wasn't just passing weight through anymore. It had to carry its own walkway's weight, plus the entire 2nd floor walkway hanging beneath it. The fabricator said the change was discussed and approved by phone. The engineering firm said that call never happened. There was no written record, just one modified shop drawing, filed inside a package of 42 others, reviewed by a technician who ran no calculations on it at all. On Friday, July 17, 1981, the atrium filled up for something it did most weeks, a tea dance. Big band music. Between 1,600 and 2,000 people. Dozens climbed onto the 2nd and 4th floor walkways to get a better view of the dance floor below. It was, by every account, an ordinary, happy evening. By 7:05, the crowd upstairs had no idea anything was wrong. The 4th floor connection gave way first. It took the 2nd floor walkway down with it, both landing on the crowd below in under 8 seconds. Rescue crews worked through the night, pulling survivors out from under 2 collapsed floors of concrete and steel. By morning, the count was final. 114 dead, 216 injured, a toll that would stand as the 2nd worst building collapse in American history for the next 20 years. The federal investigation confirmed it. The connection could hold roughly 30% of what the building code required. Not close, not marginal, a third of what the law demanded. The engineering firm was found grossly negligent. It lost its license to practice in 4 states. No one went to prison. The firm was acquitted of criminal charges. The engineer of record, Jack Gillum, eventually stopped disputing it. He took responsibility publicly and spent much of the rest of his career lecturing engineering students about exactly what went wrong. After Hyatt Regency, the rule changed. A shop drawing that alters how a structure carries load can't just get a phone call and a signature from a technician anymore. Today, the engineer of record has to review and formally approve any change like that, in writing, with the calculations attached. It's standard practice now, taught to nearly every civil engineer in the country because of what happened here. The hotel is still standing. The atrium was rebuilt with a single walkway, supported by columns instead of hanging from rods. No stacked walkways. No rods. Nothing hanging from anything else.